have.
Yeah, it's a must.
Yeah.
You have a coat of alpaca.
Now, Jessica, if you were to buy one thing in here,
Only one.
I don't
Only
think you
one.
could do that. But if you were to buy one thing today, what would it be?
Of course, black.
Black.
Yes.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, this one. I believe this one is
Hand
wonderful.
that to me and let me help you into it.
Okay.
As a Southern gentleman. Oh, that is so gorgeous and dramatic on you.
Very dramatic.
And you're the right girl for it, let me tell you. This is so beautiful, and I love how you've incorporated the alpaca, which is what we think of when we think of Peru, but into this high fashion in such a beautiful way. What a great shop this is. One may have thought of alpaca or precious metals in the past, but these days you can't say Peru without thinking of the cuisine. In 2006, Peru earned itself the title of Gastronomic Capital of the Americas, and it's not hard to see why. Sandra, what a wonderful lunch that was. That was so good. I'm with Sandra Plevisani here in Lima, Peru, where I've just had the most incredible Italian lunch, and it's now time for dessert. Tell me the name of your restaurant.
La Trattoria in Lima, Peru.
Oh, fabulous. What a great lunch. And I want to know, how did you get into dessert?
My career is a graphic designer, and I'm a self-made pastry chef, so I combine my desserts with like graphic. So if you see, my desserts are kind of a painting.
I can only imagine how great these desserts are. So what do we have? What are we going to start with?
Well, I want to introduce you to our local fruits. Here we have our famous lucuma mousse, which is made with this fruit, which is totally typical from Peru. It's lucuma. It's like milky pumpkin. It's a very delicate flavor. Then I decided to make this mango tart because Peruvian mango is getting so important worldwide, and we're so proud about that because we have the perfect weather for mangoes. And the mangoes is just a dessert in itself.
Yes,
sometimes
that's true.
you eat a mango, Peruvian mango, you don't need anything else.
Right.
But it's fancy to make it in a tart. We have put some chocolate, raspberries and pistachios and the pastry cream. And this is my favorite dessert on earth.
Look at
Suspiro
this.
de limeña.
Wow.
This is a Peruvian dessert which is the best, I think.
Oh.
It's a caramel custard there, and then you have a port meringue on top with cinnamon. And I put all these cookies and designs I make, but it's called Suspiro de Limeña, which means the girl from Lima when she sighs.
Nice.
So it's so delicious. It's like a sigh.
That's great.
It's like a sigh.
I love that.
So it's my favorite, and it's part of like a flagship dessert for Peru.
I would love to see how you made that tart. I'm going to let you do it, and then I'll join in for the tasting.
Okay, great. So to begin with, we have to have our mold here very well buttered. Then you have to make the dough. You put everything in the food processor until you find that it becomes a ball. And then when you have this ball, you roll it a little bit with your hands, not touching it too much, and put it in a plastic saran wrap film and put it in the refrigerator for at least half an hour. Then when you take it away, you roll it with your pin in a floured surface, and you put it on top of your mold, very well buttered, and you put it with your hands until you arrange it very well, and then you freeze it for at least 1 hour before baking it, because if you bake it frozen, it becomes more crunchy and it's better. It's not soggy. You preheat your oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And you can put it in the oven for at least 25 minutes until you get your crust very golden. Then you melt very good quality bittersweet chocolate, and you paint with a brush the chocolate on top of the cool crust. Then you're going to do your pastry cream. Once you have very, very cold, you have your crust covered with the chocolate. You remove the plastic from your pastry cream, and you cover all the chocolate with the pastry cream. The crust, the chocolate, and the pastry cream. Then you peel your mangoes and you slice your mangoes. This is the way you have to arrange them to make like a rose or a flower in your tart. Once you're done, you get some jelly if you want apricot or if you want apple jelly, and you paint your tart all around, so you can sprinkle the pistachios all around and you have another color. And then you can put some raspberries and blueberries or whatever fruit you want on top of your tart. And then you're done.
For this recipe and more, please visit our website. This is the Peruvian version of a boardwalk here in front of my hotel, and how magnificent is this view? Well, it's great to be able to put your feet up and go and relax, and that's really what South America is all about. So here I go off to my hotel to prepare for dinner. From their Peruvian cotton sheets to their Roman tubs and patio pools, the Miraflores Park Hotel knows luxury is timeless. Take a moment to notice the artifacts placed on the bookshelves in the library. They give history to a relatively contemporary space, and we can do something similar in our own homes by situating our grandmother's crystal dish or our father's cigar box among our favorite novels. And this is not the only tip Lima has to offer. Recall the symmetry we saw in the government palace, where mirrors created space, doors hid unfinished walls, and faux transoms created a sense of height and elegance. Do you hear the ocean roaring behind me? This is such a tranquil place to be, here on the roof of the Miraflores Park Hotel. I'm enjoying a few moments to myself here before we go out to dinner with friends. What a great day it's been here in Lima, and what a moment of luxury this is. I'm here at the archaeological site, Huacapuchana, and if you thought it was magnificent during the daylight, it becomes almost magical here at night. There's this fantastic restaurant that rests in the shadow of these wonderful ruins, and I've decided to throw a little dinner party for my new Peruvian friends, and we're going to learn about the new Peruvian cuisine. This is so wonderful. Here I am with these wonderful friends. Look at where I am. It is so magnificent behind me. And now here I am with Mary Lou Badueno. Did I say that right?
Yes.
I said it right. That's so good. And Mary Lou is the executive chef here at this wonderful restaurant. And so tell me a little bit about this new Peruvian cuisine. What does that mean?
Well, Bill, here at the restaurant, we make new Peruvian cuisine. We make all our dishes with Peruvian ingredients. We have lots of Peruvian ingredients, and we also have a lot of different cultures that have made a natural fusion to make these wonderful dishes that we have right now.
Well, each one of them is gorgeous, and so I think we should dive in. Now, what did you say is your favorite?
The causa.
The causa. And the causa, again, is what?
It's the yellow potato that you cook it, you press it, and then cold, you stuff it with different things. It's a very typical dish. So I hope you like it.
Fantastic. Well, Jessica, I think you should try it first. Have a little bite.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That is so smooth. The texture of this is fantastic. You know, texture is such a big part of food to me.
Yes, it's very smooth, like you say, no?
That is good. Fantastic. Now we have the ceviche.
The ceviche. Very traditional.
And tell me about the origin of this. And it's raw fish, correct?
It's raw fish, and it's marinated in lime.
Yes.
But in the origin, it's not really clear, but obviously the fishermen took it out and they ate it in the boat. We eat it just marinated a few minutes.
What is this drink we have here?
Okay, Jessica, you go ahead.
Emblematic pisco sour.
The pisco sour. And so, cheers.
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 Cheers. My first sip of pisco sour. This is such a good
Yes.
drink. Wow. One of the things that I've discovered from Jessica since being here in Lima is that people like to dine very late.
Yes.
It's very popular to dine late. So what would be an appropriate hour to go out to dinner?
Not earlier than 9.
Yeah.
Because
Not earlier
otherwise
than 9,
it's
yes.
not glamorous.
I love that.
You can't eat at 7 o'clock.
No.
Here
No.
in Peru, we eat at 9.
Yeah, normally reservations.
10.
9, 10.
Yes. Well, there is the Frank Sinatra song about I'm not
Yes.
classy enough for dinner at 8. Yeah. Well, I'm sure I'm not classy enough for dinner at 9. I can tell you that. Well, I'd like to toast you because you're doing a wonderful job here, and thank you so much to
Thank
my
you for your
beautiful
visit.
guest for coming with me to the dinner in these magnificent places as this. I mean, what could be more beautiful than great friends, laughter, and a beautiful place to be?
Peruvian food.
Yeah, exactly. It's so true. Well, this is a moment of luxury if ever there was one.